my phone went live without my permission. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it went live. Ay, oh my god, it's a great day. My kids are sleeping, obviously, and have you ever been traumatized by something that you just feel like, oh my god, I went through something that I don't want to go through again? Have you ever been traumatized like that, guys? You know, ish, this thing has been really creeping me off for the past few weeks. Like I was triggered, and now it just keeps on playing on my head. Like, oh my god, I think I'm traumatized. You know, the birth of my daughter traumatized again. I even there. It's night, yeah. It's like I'm just gonna, just gonna because my kids are sleeping. The network, the Wi-Fi is really misbehaving. It's misbehaving. So yeah, this phone went to the live without my permission. So today I'm basically talking about how labor traumatized me. I don't know. Like I think many people don't really open up about this, but it's a traumatic experience, guys. Labor is very traumatic, and a lot of people just think like, okay, I gave birth, finally my mom, it's a happy experience, but the traumatizing. Hi guys, don't forget to subscribe. To everybody who just tuned in, do subscribe to grow the family. Subscribe, guys, let's grow the family. uh, so today we're basically talking about my traumatic labor experience because I'm traumatized. It traumatized me, and it took me like 5 months to realize that, yeah, I'm traumatized. Really traumatized, badly traumatized. So, compared to with my son, it was not that easy, but it went smoothly. With my daughter, the pains, my legs, like I couldn't feel my legs at all. Like I remember when the doctor was checking me because my baby was born way before her time. Like yeah, so she's sort of like a preemie. Luckily, she was big for her age, or I don't know. Yeah, but she was big. So like the pains that I was experiencing, and the doctors are trying to give me this medicine, these fluids that will literally stop the baby from coming. And I just I just remembered. I remembered when the baby was about to come, and I was like to the doctor, you know, I don't think you should be doing this because, regardless of what you do, I had it in my gut, I could feel it in my gut that, hi, Casey, classic, yeah, hi, Jigel. I could feel it in my heart that, the baby was going to come regardless of what he does. And I had good intentions as a mom, but, you know, they were supposed to have been assisting me and they keep on insisting, don't push, don't push, don't push. And I'm like, the baby is coming. Why would you? Hi, Kate. Hi. How are you? And then they kept on insisting, don't push, don't push. And I was like, why would you tell me not to push? Or else I know, hi, I know that the baby's coming. Why would you tell me that? And they kept on insisting. And the moment that they were supposed to be helping me, that nurse turned away. and I did everything on my own. And I remember I had like, I don't know how they measure tears. Like the tears was, oh, was so bad. And then they had to stitch me back up again after the labor and stuff. And oh my God, that pain, that pain. And then the doctor had to check me again before I was discharged, and still that pain was just, oh, guys, it was so bad. It was so bad. I was glad that I'm a mom now. I was touching my daughter the whole night, we were cozy. Finally, I'm a mom of a boy and a girl. Everything, everything was good. We were both healthy. Everything was just, but that the trauma, my legs, the fact that I couldn't feel my legs, the fact that I was like in labor for since 27th of January. I think even before that, I think it was since 25 I was in labor. The pains were coming and going and stuff like that. And but the baby was not coming. And they were trying out the best. They were like, maybe they were checking and they were like, no, maybe something is not wrong. The baby's heartbeat is fine. Maybe you should relax. And I was relaxed, remember, mind you. And they were like, but things seems to be fine. Hi Willow, how are you guys? Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a member. um don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Everybody's welcome in this family. Today we're talking about my traumatic birth experience because I'm traumatized. It took me so long to realize this, but I'm traumatized, and I don't want to lie. I'm like coming out to warn other women to just be aware that sometimes it's not a walk in the park. There are going to be things that will leave you depressed, because it's only now that I realize, is this postpartum depression finally catching up to me 6 months after giving birth? I don't know. Maybe it is. So I was like in labor for like 6 or 7 days. You can imagine the pains. I am from South Africa, Brian, and I am Muvenda. The Muvenda, Brian. Uto itahani. Ndiyazviziva zvaro ni Muvenda wahashi. Anyways, so I was like for 4 or 6 days I was in active labor, and it was not nice. I couldn't feel my legs. Going to the toilet was hell. I remember my son was when I was with my son when this thing started. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was not sleeping with my son. And my son was like, he came into my room and he was like, "What's happening?" My son is 3. He was like, "What's happening?" I'm like, "I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain. I can't feel my legs." And he's like, "You can't feel your legs?" And I'm like, "Yes, I can't feel my legs." That was the only worrying thing about everything. Like, I couldn't feel my legs. They were working and everything, but I couldn't feel them throughout this whole ordeal. And when I got to the hospital, they explained that the nurses, you should have been admitted a long time ago, because even your weight it's worrying. It's worrisome, because how do you have such weight and the clinics did not report this and make sure that you come to the hospital and be admitted, you know way back? I don't know. I told them that even eating was a problem. I couldn't keep my food down. From 1 month until 9 months, I couldn't keep my food down. Every single time I would eat, vomit. You know, it was so hectic. It was so hectic. The whole thing, the whole pregnancy was just, oh, hi. It was just so crazy. And to think that 6 months later, I'm here, I'm traumatized, and I don't want to go back. You know, go and Google this word, prolapse. Prolapse. Um, I had that, but my case was not severe. It was not severe. I did not require this word. I know most people don't know it, but prolapse. Go and Google. I had that. That I think that traumatized me, and it happened after I have given birth. After I've come back, weeks. I think 3 months after giving birth, I realized that um, I don't know what I will say the prolapse came from, but I realized that I had prolapse or something like that. I didn't even know this thing could happen. And then I went to the clinic and I told them that okay, I'm experiencing this and this, and it's weird. It feels like something wants to come out of me. I don't know what's happening. And they're like, okay, let us check. And they check, they're like, yeah, it's called prolapse. It's like your pelvic floor is very weak. Yeah, go and Google, guys. Go and Google. I think there are three types. The back prolapse. There is the uterine, the womb prolapse. They also have vaginal prolapse. Go and Google. Go and Google, and you will realize why I said I am traumatized. And I thank God that um, my case was not severe. It was manageable, and I quickly got over it. Hi B, how are you? And I quickly got over it. Guys, do subscribe. And if you just joined the live, today we are talking about my traumatic birth story slash traumatic pregnancy and everything surrounding it. So the prolapse was the worst that I could like the worst thing that could happen because I didn't even know such things were possible. Like how is it even possible that yeah guys there are worse things you could discover but birth as a woman when you go into it make sure you know what's happening, make sure you do your research because that was the first time that I realized that there's a word called prolapse, I think, and such things could happen. And it was so uncomfortable at first because I tried to think what's happening. I was so scared. Like I, I thought it was my intestines, like because I feel like something was pushing, something wanted to come out, but it wasn't coming out. It just felt like pressure. There was so much pressure until I got help, and I was like, yeah, never again, guys. Oh, my hand is so tired. I'm holding using my hand. Mm, yeah, my hand is so tired. Oh my god. Sorry. Mm. So I was like, yo, I'm glad I have a boy and a girl because I don't think I'm never going back there. Never, ever, ever. Like the past few weeks, I've been experiencing deadly headaches because I realized the trauma that I went through was not normal. It was not normal at all. And I thank God for the people that I have in my life because they've been really supportive. You know, my mom was the one who was doing everything. The baby is, a lot of people hold her, you know. I only have to bath her and stuff like that, and I don't walk around. But, you know, it's an African village. People don't understand these things. How do you come out and say, I'm traumatized because I gave birth? Can you really say that? You can't. Can you say I'm depressed? They're even gonna ask, what is depressed? What is depressed? Even if somebody was to come to me and ask me, you're saying you're depressed, what depresses you? Even I don't know. Even I don't know, which is crazy. But I just know that my labor traumatized me to the point where I know I shouldn't say, I don't know if YouTube allows you to say like this, but even to the point where sex is like a no-go area for me. It disgusts me. It My skin crawls whenever I think about it. It My skin just oof, my blood runs cold just thinking about it. That's how bad it got. Anything else associated with it, I don't want to think about. Like I refuse to think about. So when you go there, Google, when you decide to walk this road, Google, know your information, because it's not always rainbows and beautiful flowers. It's not. No such thing as rainbows and beautiful flowers. Um, mm, Even just thinking about it is like a few minutes ago, I was thinking about it before the live. I was thinking about it and I was like, yeah, God knew what He was doing when He said that we would go the most unbearable pain in this world, because nothing could compare to giving birth. Nothing. I've had period pains. It cannot compare to what I went through. Not feeling your legs for like 6 or 7 days. That was really something. That was something. That, and the doctors, when they check you, ah, guys, you know, one other thing that made me realize that I was very traumatized to the point of no return was when I went to my daughter's clinic checkup, and then they said like we had to go through pap smear, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And they were like, they were going to hold the baby medical card, like they won't give me the baby medical card. I have to come back with that clinic card. Let me just say clinic card. So I was like, yeah, it's fine. You can hold the card. I don't want it. Hold the card. I refuse to do that pap smear because I don't want, you know, I don't want anyone touching me that way ever. Like, no, I refuse that pap smear. And the lady was like, why? Why do you refuse this? Are you ashamed? Maybe you didn't. I was like, no, I'm fine. Everything is fine, but I don't want to be touched. I don't want anyone near me in that way. She was like, yeah, was it that bad? I'm like, yes, it was that bad. It was that bad. And I'm glad I gave birth. I don't want to think about this experience is normal. I just want to I just want to hold my baby, go on with my life, and never think about this thing again. But you know, things have a way of haunting you when you think they've gone and they will not be really gone, and they just come back and bite you. Because I think this was my bite me now. But you know, slowly but surely, I'm recovering. I think I've taken so much time from creating content here on YouTube. I have so many videos here on my phone. Let me tell you, I have so many videos that were meant to be posted this week. I did not post them because I've been taking time to deal with my health. If I told you, even today, just to deal with this mental problem of maybe postpartum depression, today I did not log on any social media network for the whole day. Nothing. I was like, I need time to breathe. I need time for myself. I was supposed to also post a video today. I just said no. I only posted a video now, I think maybe 30 minutes ago on Instagram and you on my Instagram and my Facebook accounts. I only posted now. The whole day I was off them. And I think this whole week is gonna be like that. I'll try to post, I'll try to go live if I can. And next month is my is my birthday month. So I'm trying to heal before August. Because I don't want to be sad in my birthday month. So I'm trying to post as much as I can, but I want to take care of this first because I need to be 100% sound here in the head because I have kids. I have my babies. I cannot be 100%. Yeah. Hi Ryan. How are you? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I create content based on village life, motherhood, parenting, breastfeeding tips, bonding moments with my kids. So if you're interested in that, hi Ryan. Yes, Ryan, you in the house. Oh, that's very nice. That's I chef. Oh, you killed me. You killed me with that. Thank you so much for bringing that smile on my face. Thank you and making me laugh. Thank you so much. Oh God. Um just you just reminded me another thing that would be really bothering me. I quickly forget things. This happened with my son as well. Every single time I get pregnant and I give birth, like for a year, I will really struggle to remember things, just passing things. Normally, things that I would normally remember, but with after giving birth, I will really struggle, like struggle a lot. So it's really not rainbows and flowers in the field, which people say it is. It's not. They lied. The freaking lied to us. They say it's rainbows. It's the best thing ever. It really isn't. It's a life and death matter. Pregnancy, giving birth is a life and death matter. It's like you're setting your life over to something that you don't even know how it will turn out. Can you imagine vomiting the whole 9 months? With my son, even in the labor room, I was vomiting. I was like, yeah, no. Mm-mm. It's, you know, I applaud the people who actually decide not to get pregnant and not be pressured. Kids are beautiful. Let me not lie to you. They are very beautiful. And the special moments you have with your kids, I don't want to lie to you. It's the best thing you will ever experience in your whole life. It's the best thing. And when your kids uh, laugh with you, I remember last night when I was about to sleep, you know, my son kissed me on my cheek and he was like, Mommy, I love you so much. And I forgot everything. I forgot every single thing. And I just looked at him and I was like, yo, this is how beautiful motherhood is. You forget everything the moment your kids kiss you on the cheeks. I forgot. I forgot everything when my son kissed me on my cheek. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. And when he hugs me, I was like, yes, this is what mother always. But it comes, it's like there is a storm that comes before it. This storm is deadly. It's risky. You need to be really safe from it. Protect yourself from the storm. So I had told myself that for the first 30 minutes, I was going to talk about my traumatic labor experience. And the other 30, I was going to share scary village stories. So I think we're done with that. And now we can move on to scary village stories. Yeah, there are a lot that we could actually talk about because I want to whisper. It's late, Yeah, it's very late, and I stay near the road, and I don't want people to hear the things that I say. Yes, we stay near the road. So these are not ghost stories that I'm about to tell you guys. Um, no, they're not ghost stories. These are real stories that happened. Some of them are still happening, by the way. It's very sad that they are. I'm hoping that, you know, people from my village don't actually stumble upon this live. No, I'm I'm just hoping no one from my village stumbles upon my YouTube channel and listens to this live. Because if they listen to this live, guys, I'll be in trouble because these are the stories that are happening here. So the first story that I'm gonna tell you guys today is about zombies. Mm, I'm scared to even talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. But even my blood is like, no, don't do it, girl. But okay, I'm gonna tell you guys anyway because I can't get keep such good stories. So anyway, a friend of mine told me this last week. Apparently, the story happened a long time ago, like 3 years ago to 2 years ago, and I was not aware of it. Right? So this other girl here in the village, she stays with a grandmother, right? Um, she has stayed with a grandmother ever since she was like young, ever since she was like growing up. She stayed with the grandmother, but the mother stays in the same village here in the village as well. They're not really neighbors, stay far away from each other. I'm gonna try to not be vague with details so that when somebody from the village stumbles upon the story, it's not that obvious that I'm talking about this. Yeah. So the girl one day, it was during the day, the grandmother was no, it was during the night. The grandmother had already gone to sleep, right? And the girl was coming back from somewhere. While she was coming back from somewhere, there is a house, a hut, African hut or African houses, those African houses with thatched roofs. Yeah, that one. She's not supposed to enter that one. She knows this hut, I'm not supposed to enter it. Come rain, come fire, come whatever, she is not, absolutely not supposed to enter it. But when she went to the house, inside the house to look for her grandmother, it was late at night, mind you. The grandmother was not there. So she was like, okay, cool. Obviously, the grandmother is in the hut because that's the only other house that's there on the yard. So she knocked. The grandmother is very old. Old. I'm telling you, she is so old. If you see this woman, you wouldn't believe she's in walking. She's still able to walk like great distance. She goes to their hut and she knocks. The grandmother couldn't hear her due to old age. She knocks again. The grandmother can hear her. Knocks again. Still, the grandmother can hear her. And then she decides to open the hut. When she opened, it's dark, right? She had a torch. The hut does not have electricity. So she switches on the torch on her phone. Did she not see dead people who have died a long time ago in that hut? People she knew, kids, old people, even people who died way before she was born were there. Did she not run? She ran away and never looked back. She went to mother's house, and when she entered the mother's house, the moment she was trying to explain to her mother what was happening, the mother shushed her and told her, whatever you saw, we do not speak of it. What you saw, keep it to yourself, because the moment you tell people what you saw, you will die. Unfortunately, as allegedly there was someone there who overheard her as she was telling her mother what she saw. Guys, scary things here in the village. People, even the even kids. I remember this one child who died while I was doing my grade 12 back in 2015. No, back in 2014. This child was also seen in that house. Now he's grown. Like, how do you explain this? We buried that child. We cried for that child. How do you explain somebody saying, I saw someone whom we as a village, we know we buried this person. But yet she is saying, I saw this person. I was left speechless. And I was like, what? Okay. While you digest that, I'm going to let you digest that. And I'm going to tell you another one. This one also happened a long time ago, right? Yeah, it happened a long time ago. So there was this woman, she passed as well. Crazy. Yeah, she passed, turned into a zombie as well. So there was this woman, we have this thing where we call council meeting. Yeah, council meeting. Yeah, let me just call them that. So basically all the villagers, they assemble in one place, and we discuss things regarding the village. hmm So this woman, she used to talk a lot in these council meetings. Oh, I'm so tired, guys. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You know what? Let me just summarize this. So this woman, she went to the bush, to the mountains to collect firewood. Yeah, to collect firewood, right? And apparently, in that mountain, there is a part you are not supposed to enter. Come rain, come hail, come whatever. This part of the forest, this part of the mountain, you're not supposed to enter this part of the mountain. But Yana, she did not listen. She did not listen because people don't listen and people like to see things for themselves. She went into that part of the mountain that she was not supposed to go to. Did she not see what she was supposed to see there? She saw zombies. She saw people who allegedly died And she was not alone, she was with someone. She was like, I saw one, two, three, four. The person one day was like, this what you told me. Do not tell people. Do not tell whatever you saw. Do not tell people what you saw. Because if you tell people, you will die and you will become a zombie. Mogel did not listen. Mogel did not listen. She came back and she sneezed. She sang like a bird. Anyone whom she could find, she was telling. A week later, she started getting sick. And people were like, yeah, it's happening. 2 weeks later, no help came. She went to the hospital. They couldn't help her. She went to the best witch doctors you could think of. No one could help her. She died a month later. Hmm. Allegedly taken to be a zombie as well. Yeah. So when we say we come from the village, just know in the village, they will turn you into a zombie the moment they can. Zombie land, the mo. Hey. Oh, wow. Mm. Any moment they can, they will turn you into a zombie. Imagine being turned into a zombie. Yo, the pain. The pain. You know, it's scary stories you tell in the dark, obviously. People who don't stay in the villages will be like, no, this is not true. How is that even possible? We also ask ourselves this question: how is it even possible that people whom we bury are being spotted, are being seen alive and well? How is that even possible? Is that black juju? Do they call it black magic? Yeah. Is that black magic type of thing? Just baby, they aren't playing here. They aren't playing. And I'm gonna close off with this one. This one I've had experience with it. Mhm. Happened way back. You know, those who are subscribers in my channel, I've explained once that they know that my dad passed. So yeah, after a person passes, a year after their death, we have this thing where we like release their things. If they have cars, properties, actually it's like releasing their properties, clothes, we're cleansing everything they basically owned. So before that, I was still young, so we're supposed to like decorate the floor. So I decorated the floor, right? The floor here at home was very big. I was decorating using kettle dung. We still have this thatched hut, thatched house. Yeah, we still had it. I loved it. That hut. It connected me to my dad. So I remember this one time, you know, I painted the floor with kettle dung, and our since the floor is very big, I did maybe half of it, and I was like, tomorrow I'm gonna finish it off, right? And at night, I slept, and obviously I woke up. I don't know what time it was. It was not time of cell phones. I think it was around 2009. Yeah, it was around 2009, 2008, somewhere there. So I woke up, and when I woke up, I'm hearing people running all over around the thatched house. So I'm like, how is it possible that the people running all over, running all around, and sorry, Ugh, running all over and running around. How was that even possible? Mm, I want to sleep. I just remembered that I also wanted to watch Games of Thrones and finish it off today. I want to finish my stories, guys. Oh god. I can't finish this. I think I'm gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna do another live. Today I want to finish Games of Thrones, guys. I'm sorry. I want to finish Games of Thrones. I'm sleepy, but I don't want to sleep before finishing it. I will finish the story, but basically, wishy activities happened. They happened. I want to finish. I want to finish Games of Thrones. Do you guys watch any series that you can recommend? I'm currently rewatching Games of Thrones because the last time it was a long time ago. I've forgotten most of the things. So I'm watching it again from a new eye of an adult, and damn it, I miss so much, so many things. It's so nice to watch something through different stages of your life. You have different understandings now, new insights, yes, and the way you view things, they're so different. I don't know what my mind was going through back then because I feel like I'm watching it for the first time. It's so interesting. You should watch it if you haven't. Game of Thrones, I think that's the name. So I'm just gonna Bookaboo and pick a lost and be gone. Guys, do not forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook under my name. Obviously, I love you. Bye. Good night. It's morning here, but good night anyway. I love you guys. I'm gonna try to do a live tomorrow around this time. We will talk. I will scare you again, obviously.